Just applied for the surrender of GST registration? Check your current status in real time with the process explained in this video. Hi, I am Tushar Bakshi, a startup advisor at Setindiabiz, where we provide tax, compliance and IPR services to businesses in India. In this video, I will explain why surrender your GST number, reasons for surrender of GST number, reasons for cancellation of GST number, how to file GST surrender application, how to check the status of your GST surrender application, what to do if your GST cancellation status does not get updated, and how to download GST surrender certificate. Why surrender your GST number? Surrendering a GST number can help avoid all GST obligations like paying taxes and filing GST returns. You might do this if you are shutting down your business operations or restructuring your business into a new entity through mergers, demergers, or conversions. To surrender your GST number online, you just need to fill out the GST Reg 16 form on the official GST website. I will explain the process later in this video. But if you are refusing to surrender your GST number and running your business in violation of GST laws, tax authorities might step in and cancel your GST number forcefully via a cancellation notice. So, it is important to know when is the right time to apply for the surrender of GST registration. Reasons for surrender of GST number. You already know that surrendering GST registration is an online process where the taxpayer has to file an application on the GST website. The application mentions a list of reasons for GST surrender, from which the right reason must be selected based on the situation. The available options include reconstitution of the business leading to a change in PAN, exempted from requirements to pay GST, closure of business entity, transfer of business due to merger, demerger, amalgamation, and death of sole proprietor. Now, let's move on to why the tax authorities might cancel your GST number. Reasons for cancellation of GST number. If a business violates GST laws, the tax authorities can cancel its GST number. They'll send a notice to the taxpayer using the GST Reg 17 form and give some time to respond. If the response isn't good enough, they'll go ahead and cancel the GST-IN. Here are the reasons they might do this. The business hasn't started within 6 months of the incorporation. Business operations aren't being conducted at the registered office location. The taxpayer is issuing invoices without actually supplying goods or services just to claim false input tax credit. The business is violating GST laws. GST registration was done with false information, and the taxpayer hasn't filed GST returns for 6 months or for 3 consecutive tax periods if they are a composition dealer. So, now that you know the right time and reasons for GST surrender, you must be wondering about the process. Let me explain it briefly. How to file GST surrender application. You'll start by heading over to the official GST website. Once you are there, log in with your valid ID and password. First, you'll need to provide some basic details like the name of your business, your GST number, and the reason and date for the cancellation of your GST registration. Fill out all these details and save them to continue. Next up is the verification step. You can verify the application using either a digital signature certificate DSC or an electronic verification code EVC, depending on your category as an applicant. If you are filing as a company or LLP, using a DSC is mandatory. For other applicants, an EVC will do. Once you have verified everything, your application process is complete. You can submit the form without any surrender charges. For more information, you can watch our detailed video on GST surrender process linked in the description below. Let's come to our final question now. How will you track the application status once your GST surrender form is submitted? Let me explain. How to check the status of your GST surrender application. Keeping track of your application status is super important because if your GST number is still active, you will be liable to pay taxes and file GST returns. Once your application for GST surrender gets approved by the department, you can officially stop meeting these obligations. So, Checking the status actually helps you to stay updated on your tax liabilities in real time and avoid penalties or extra charges. Here are the steps to check your GST surrender status. Head over to the GST website. On the homepage, navigate to the Services tab. From the drop-down menu, select Track Application Status. Enter your ARN, which is your application reference number, and click Search. The current status of your application will be displayed on the screen. If you want to get the status sent to your registered email and mobile number, just click on the link appearing just below the status. What if my GST cancellation status has not been updated yet? If your GST cancellation status has not been updated yet, contact the GST helpline numbers or send a query to the official GST helpline ID. Wait for a response on your registered email or contact number. If you still do not receive a confirmation, visit the nearest GST office and consult the authorized officer. How to download GST surrender certificate? Once your application for GST surrender is approved by the department, you'll be issued a GST surrender certificate in the GST Reg 19 form. You can easily download this certificate from the GST website. Here's how. First, visit the GST website and sign in with your user ID and password. Go to the Services tab and from the drop-down menu, select View or Download Certificate. You'll see a list of all certificates pending for download. Find the GST surrender certificate and click on the download icon next to it. And that's it. You now have your GST surrender certificate downloaded for future reference. The certificate will include important details like the date of cancellation and any amount paid or payable if applicable. And that's it for this video. If you still have any questions to ask, post them in the comments section or talk to our advisors directly. Contact details are given in the description below. Found this video helpful? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Subscribe to our channel for more informative content ahead. Thanks for watching. Watch our other videos as well.